Tami, the light of Ria'S life. I am Milton, son of a carpenter, married daddy carpenter, worked on skyscrapers. Mom Marianne, I am the son of a carpenter, I get to tell parables. This is my Tami parable series about Tami the no-arm Chinese fella. How did he get to be missing both arms? He was being blindly obedient. His boss, Wu, of the oriental streets of the Chinese unseen business, gave him a test of loyalty, a test of management. Told him to stick his right arm into a wood chipper. Would you do that for a promotion? Well, Tommy didn't even think he was, getting promoted. He was just being blindly obedient. He slowly fed that right arm in. Lefty, the left arm. Saw what was going on with righty, the right arm. And wisely jumped off. It's not just about not sticking your arm in the wood chipper. This is my cartoon parable. Lefty's very alive and well, crawling around, free of stupid Tommy. Got a nice hand modeling career going on. He's a very good gambler. Goes to Vegas a lot. Very good at the one-armed bandit. But this isn't just about not physically sticking your arm in a wood chipper. It's about seeing something bad happening to somebody who's just like you. The right arm to you being the left arm. And then wisely jumping off. Don't let it happen to you. Be it at where you work or where you live. Jump off. Now, this particular parable, he got a promotion. Tommy did. He's bossing a whole lot of folks around. He also won his girlfriend's heart. Ria. He's always been scaly. He always talks with a harsh lisp. And now he likes to stick his tongue out a lot. I told you he was Chinese. Now that he's missing both arms, he does a very mean snake dance, and he won Ria's heart at the Snake Pit, popular dance club somewhere here in LA. I'm not sure where. Snaked his way in between her and whoever she was dancing with. He's been there ever since, unbeknownst to him. He's married to her now. It's a long story. She went as a ventriloquist and a mannequin to a costume party. Had earplugs in his ear, and he didn't know what she was saying for him. And she proposed, and then she put some sunglasses on him with the Three Stooges, on the inside of the sunglasses, and told him he was at a church barbecue. And when he got up to the front of the line, they were gonna ask him, do you want an extra large helping of cat? Oh, Orientals, they love the cats and the dogs. No, not as pets. And she had Tommy listen to the Three Stooges as well as watching, and she pinched, his back there, reached underneath his coat, and he said, "I do," at just the right moment. So she's got herself a husband, and this parable starts as Ria, has a little time on her hands, a little time for herself. She's telling her girlfriend all about it. Oh, I'm a handsome bug. I just caught the side of my head. Telling her girlfriend that for the first time in a long time, she doesn't have to listen to the damn Three Stooges, Tommy's favorite show. She says she got rid of him earlier in the day. Wu has a special assignment for him outside of LA. He's on a business trip. And so, sometimes she'll just kick back in the recliner and watch the soaps, but she can do that up in, her room, their room. Nice second story one, I believe. And she's watching the Three Stooges. You got it muted right now because she's telling her friend all about how she doesn't have to listen to the Three Stooges because the fourth Stooge is out of town. He's on a business trip. He took off earlier in the day. Yeah, it hurt my legs real bad because I had to kind of muscles, sores, anything. Growing a new body. I'll show you the eyes later on. I dropped this test strip I had. I don't want to talk about it. Where was I? Oh yeah, he went out apparently. He was waiting out front because Wu was sending a nice limo to take him Oriental Street. So they know how to throw around other people's money. To take him to that long business trip. And she says he's got the place to herself all weekend long. And yeah, she's got it muted and she goes, you know, I can I'm trying to make this one a nice quick one. And it's already up to 6 minutes, so I better hurry. She says, I can almost hear Tami yelling for me. That's how much, how I'm annoyed, how annoying that voice of his can be. He's not even here. He's not even snorting and farting and laughing at the Three Stooges downstairs, and I can still hear him. Now, calling out, Ria'S. Remember checking posting 5, not 911, flight 93 check. That's you trying to call me. 424-229-4140. Not one in a decade of asking. Think of everything I say. My Tami parables, my fire and brimstone, my off-the-wall stuff, my funny son up corporate Mary stuff as attention gain to get you to check your family's lifeline. Not 911, flight 93 check. In a decade of asking, no certified mail and all that time about the 93 check or the Osama rumor that Obama is Osama's son. Check, put the two, Osama bin Laden and Barack Hussein Obama, right next to each other, and yeah, check out the eyes and don't be a hater. Oh, you can't have it both ways. They're mixing stuff up all over the place. You want PC? Yeah, you got to get that Osama rumor that I haven't gotten one comment on in the past decade either, along with not getting a 93 check. So I'm just going to assume it's true. No mail about the 93 checks, no mail about the Osama, the Tami parables here. None in that decade of asking. I'll show you a few, but I don't. Yeah, I got to get the secret check in and show you the eyes. And I designed it to be a nice short one. And yeah, make that video. You got the timestamp on your phone. You got the number dialed. You don't have to believe anything I say. You don't have to. It's all off the wall. It's all funny. It's all the serious stuff serious, but yeah, you don't have to be a part of building Jesus' immaculate house. You don't have to do any of that. But when you pick up that phone, you make the video. Whoever's in the room there with you, you got the timestamp on your phone. You got the number dialed 424-229-4140. When you make that video, you're making a video, folks, worried enough about hijacking your lifeline as you try to call me, and you don't know when else they will be hijacking your lifeline. Worried enough about it to alter your phone records covered up. But when all of America has the timestamp and the number dialed, we've got PhoneGate. Much worse than Watergate. That was just politics, guys. That was just theft. This involves every American's lifeline. And yes, guys, if your phone is not allowed to work when you need the firemen, police, paramedics, because of political or religious or business censorship or personal censorship of some kind, if your phone is not allowed to work, it's going to be just as newsworthy, I think you can guess, as me asking for a 93 check for a decade and not getting one. So make that video, post and repost those fives, and come see me in person. I'll tell everyone else to 93 check, make your own video. You hear a siren coming down the street, take out your phone, try to call Milton. 424-229-4140. See, your lifeline isn't allowed to work all the time, and make a video of it. Yes, wording up about that hijacking your lifeline to alter phone records covered up. Oh, use one of my 93 checks if you want to repost or make your own. But we the people must be the reporters, so make that video for sure of your call to me being hijacked. Timestamp on your phone, number dialed. Now back to my Tami parable. She can almost hear Tami, that annoying voice of hers, his. Annoying voice of her husband now. Calling Ria'S 161. And then she kind of looks over out the window, and they're duct taped to a lamp post right up near the light, so the, all the flies are buzzing around him. Yes, it's Tami. He was waiting out front for the limo and the bully. Oh, a bully who's been giving Tami a rough time ever since. Remember, you hear that siren? Sounds like a fire engine. Make a video of America's Hijack Lifeline. That's your lifeline to the fireman, police, paramedic. So make a video of it. You got the timestamp on your phone. You got the number dialed. Those who are hijacking a call to Melton are wording up about it to alter phone records covered up. Have video proof of that. See how quick that was? You got to keep it under a minute if you want on Instagram, and I think Twitter is also short too. Oh, those are my changing eyes. You can stretch that a little bit with YouTube, and MySpace I think is longer, but they have a limit on the number of videos you can post there. Something like 40 or so. Okay, back to Tami, the bully, who was talking on his cell phone, part of a staged event on the street. Tami was bossing a whole lot of folks around. Gene pools full of folks being one person. That's our fun fiction. Pick up your phone, you can make one yourself. Taking turns being one person in one city or all over the world. Staged events, making sure something happens a certain way, be it between just two people in one room, or in a stadium, or a park, or a city, or a continent. It's our fun fiction. Pick up your phone, make those videos only you can make, either about the unseen business or just a joke you can tell perfectly just once. Just make sure you get it on video. You never have to tell it again. You can retell it better, of course. Let me show you the eyes up there on the refrigerator, because it's over 13 minutes now. And I'll go show you the eyes in the bathroom, what's going on with them now. She looks out, and the bully, apparently he got a hold of a one of those things on a truck that will lift you up, or perhaps it was a scissor lift kind of thing, but he had been talking on his cell phone a long time ago, last year, and Tami was telling everyone what to do on the street, because it was he was bossing a whole lot of folks around part of the streets, unseen business, and he told them to get off the cell phone, and he didn't do it. So yeah, Tami got all angry. He said, you know, this is the stupidest homeless. He's a homeless guy, homeless guy I've ever seen. And the funny thing about it is, he's like $100 million richer than me. I have no idea where that comes from, but. Tami has had some trouble from the bully because you know, he cussed him out on the street there. He duct taped him. The bully duct taped him to a skateboard, sent him down the street into MacArthur Lake, whatever the body of water is called in MacArthur Park here in LA. And he also gave him like a bee beard with some honey all around his face, and this is the latest right here. He may have duct taped him to something else. I can't remember exactly, but it sounds familiar. He, tell that joke over. You got just once, you never have to tell it again. There's the eye from 5.5 years ago, 2013 March. I've corrected myself. The eye was dark brown back then, except for a little bit of light blue right there, which you can see has gotten bigger about a year later. But yeah, my eyes started changing in 1996, and that's an image here, melting paste. But they pretty much look like that. Unless you get up closer, you're gonna say they kind of look like that right now. But yeah, up close, take a photo. Smaller, bluer circles, bigger, bluer circles growing in through and around smaller, browner circles, slowly disappearing. This part here is kind of whitish in both eyes, and this part here is missing. Because I've been taking vitamins for about a year now, I guess, maybe a little longer, and it has accelerated the process of genetic carpentry. As Rhea looks out the window, she sees Tami. She hangs up real quick, and she has to go get the fireman again to get Tami down from something. Yes, the bully duct taped him to the top of that lamp there. And yeah, it's a little bit darker brown in the center, but lighter brown out towards the edge of that brown. At times it can look very raised in the center there, and that smaller brown circle missing. Bigger blue circle growing in through and around. If you know what's going on with that, come see me in person. I'm curious to know. I know what's happening. I'm growing a new body. Got you to build Jesus' immaculate house. Tear down the great wall of evil that has just me. Yes, that is what places Hussein in our White House, a cowardly Hussein in our White House right after we got attacked by a whole lot of cowardly Husseins with 9/11. It's also got the buffoon Trump in there now. Great Wall of Evil also has 24,000 plus of these things. My graphic art with just me and flowers and skyscrapers and clouds. Tear down the Great Wall of Evil. Put yourself right next to this handsome bald guy. And yeah, tell me, where's that perfect place to build Jesus' immaculate house? You can call it an opportunity house. It's an opportunity for a whole lot of folks all over the world to build a better world, what the best mankind has to offer in those places. But I do have to call it Jesus' immaculate house as Rhea gets Tami down from the lamppost there, and Wu's going to be real mad because he's not where he's supposed to be. I have to call it Jesus' immaculate house because there will be a test at the end.